What's going on YouTube? Jay-Z's here. We were gonna make a video yesterday, so we're gonna make a video yesterday, and what we were gonna make the video of would be, instead of the B20, Jacob picked up a B18 for his coupe, or, sorry, I get that wrong every time, for his sedan, and he's got a B16 transmission to go in with it, but we were planning on doing that yesterday, and the whole deal went south, I guess, all of a sudden, and the motor wasn't for sale. Even though we already gave him money for it, the motor wasn't for sale no more. So we had to argue and bicker back and forth until we finally got the motor. But we had Jacob, my buddy Jacob, and my other buddy Eric went to go get the motor yesterday at like 3:30ish, and they went out, and we were going to plan on grilling yesterday too, but they went out to go get this motor, and the whole issue happened is they went and got groceries and everything so we could grill, and I was talking to them at like 6 o'clock, and I was like, where are you guys at? Are you guys close? Everything like that, and they're like, yeah, we're right around the corner. Well, 7 o'clock comes around, and I was like, how the hell are they still not here if they're literally right behind my house, which is like a mile away? So I turned my phone back on, and I had 5 missed calls from Jacob, and I was just trying to figure out, so I called him, I was like, dude, what's going on, where are you guys at? And he's like, dude, we rolled the truck. And I was like, no, you did not. And he's like, yes, we rolled the truck right behind your house. And I didn't hear nothing, I didn't see nothing, which is like a mile and a half down the road. But so I loaded the kids up in the car, and I drove down there, and they rolled the truck. I mean, it's straight up. My buddy Eric rolled his truck, which is an 83 short wide bed. It's an old square body Chevy. And by the time I get there, it's 7:15ish, and the cops are all there. The fire department's there. Eric's already on his way to the hospital. And so I load Jacob in the car. We come back, and Eric's a good friend of mine. Eric's a good buddy of mine. So we literally got here, dropped the groceries off, turned around, and went straight to the hospital with his mom, because he's my neighbor. He literally lives across the street from me. So we loaded up, went to the hospital, and we're sitting here. They're taking x-rays when we get there, and we're looking at the x-rays, and I was like, they don't look bad at all. I mean, I don't see no fractures in it. I don't see nothing out of the ordinary. But I'm no doctor, you guys. Come on, I'm no doctor. And the one thing I was looking for was gray cracks down, in your bones. Because I broke my left wrist when I was 14. I broke my left wrist. And they showed me all the photos and everything of what the break looks like. And that's what I was looking for in his, and I didn't see anything. Well, the doctor finally comes in about 45 minutes later and says you cracked your tibia, or you broke your tibia, which is the weight-bearing bone, the bone that carries the most weight on in your leg. And he broke it about 6 inches. He broke it about 6 inches down, and he had to get screws put in today. So, and I feel horrible about it because, I talked him into using the truck to go get the motor, and I talked him into doing it. So I feel bad about it that, he's in the hospital. Now he has to pay $300,000 for, surgery. And yeah, he's a veteran and everything, so they're going to cover a lot of it though, but I don't know. Well, the truck, it's okay. It needs a new cab. It might need a new bed. It's probably going to need a new driver fender. I haven't really got to look at it because it's at the impound right now for them wrecking it. But I've already told Eric that I'm not going to let him get rid of the truck because of the sentimental value it has to him. His grandfather gave him the truck about 10 years ago, so he's had the truck forever. The truck's got a brand new transmission in it. It's got a brand new small block 350 in it. No, you're not getting rid of the truck. It ain't that much to find a cab and put a cab on those trucks. And literally, you find a cab with a fucking a title on it, bam, your truck's, bam, it's good. It ain't the exact same truck, though, but hey, you still have the main stuff on the truck that matters. The main stuff. So, I'm not going to let him get rid of it just due to the sentimental value. So, oh, my cigarette went out. I was talking too long. God damn it. Hold on. But other than that, what's going on around the shop is Edgar's still working on his turd. Yeah, we got a brand new SI harness going in it, so we're still working on that fucking thing. The sedan, got it. Next week, going in, but we had to order a throwout bearing for the transmission because I thought I had one, I did not. My hatch is driving. We've been driving to work all week long. I love it. It's got a hell of a fucking idle issue, but I can't find out. I'm only throwing idle control air valve and engine temp, which I'm going to pull them apart and get into them to find out which sensors they really are, or find out why they're really going off. I don't know if the sensors are bad or what, but I replaced the idle control air valve twice already, and it's still coming up. So I really got to tear into it. And since the whole accident happened thing yesterday, we kind of laid a lot of stuff off. Like the motor was going to go in Jacob's car. I was going to put new oil pan and valve cover gaskets on my car so it'd quit leaking oil so fucking bad. And the accident, my buddy's more important than me doing an engine swap on my buddy's car, or more important than putting fucking valve covers on my car. My friend's way more important than that. So we dropped everything we were doing and went to him. The Accord, it running and driving now. I don't remember if I don't know if we talked about it too much, but we'd start the Accord up, it would run fine until you gave it gas. Well, it was throwing an EGR valve, or an EGR code, so we replaced the EGR valve, which was $102 with a discount that I get through my resources, and we put the new EGR valve on it and didn't fix nothing. It didn't fix nothing at all. And Jacob brought it up yesterday, and he's like, does it still have a catalytic converter? And I was like, yeah, it probably does, actually, because the car is 100% stock. It probably does have the cat still on there. Well, it did. So I drilled holes in the catalytic converter, and what do you know? It ran fucking great. So today I went to my neighbor's house, got a Sawzall, cut the old one off, welded a piece of pipe in there, and he's driving the car right now, and he's loving it. So I'm about to run out of time on my phone, you guys. That means I'm going to have to go in and delete old videos that I have on my phone for you so I can make new ones. Please like, please subscribe. I'd like if you guys could share my page around so I can get more followers and more views. If I can get more views and more followers,